Man, this is terrible. My OBS software keeps crashing, and I don't know what's happening with it. And it's not connecting to Twitch very well either. um, don't know why. Um, I don't know what it is, actually. Yeah, I actually don't know why it's doing this, but anyways. I'll just keep I'll just compile all three live streams together into a shorter video or whatever, and upload that to YouTube because this is terrible. Anywho. Her hands. Okay. maybe I should just hold on. I'll change the position of her arm. Yeah, like that. I think I can dig that. I could live with it. So stripe going down her arm, and I think it goes straight to the middle finger, like so. Yeah. Okay. I could live with that. And let's see. Super sketchy, obviously. But let me darken the lines a little bit. Do I have a black pen? I do have plenty of black pens. I'll just use a thin, oops, I'll just use a fine point one like that. Just so I can see it a little better. Oh, well, my, Netflix, it stops playing after a certain period of time. But I wonder if it's because of my Netflix that it's not streaming properly and it just screwed up. I don't know. Okay, well, it's not playing and it seems like I'm streaming better. So I guess now I know not to stream Netflix at the same time. So right now I'm just going in, I'm outlining things in black so I know where the I could see it better. So you guys can do music then, right? Because the music doesn't seem to affect it at all. And what's great is that I love songs for it to play. Following. So my cousin does covers. If you don't know, she's on SoundCloud. She's on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, under subscriptions that you or people you should follow or subscribe to, she's up there. So yeah, you should listen to her covers though. She's really really passionate about music, so she knows all the little nuances and feelings and emotions that you get, and she can kind of channel that through her music, and yeah, it makes it like all the more pleasurable to listen to, anyways, so if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm just outlining the line art. So I know where to go, when I'm going in. This is not the final line art, obviously. The final line art I usually do in brush pen, so this is just for reference. This is just the underdrawing. Um, but I didn't think I could see it, because usually I'm really sketchy when it comes to my underdrawings. Like, I go crazy, the lines are everywhere, and sometimes I actually mess up. So I have to clean it up a little bit before I get started. Um, and let's see. And let's see. And I also really like this idea of drawing. Okay, so maraschino also has Moschino. Sorry, I'm naming it maraschino, but it's based off Moschino. Um, but maraschino is very, 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 very well known for. Maraschino, Moschino, oh my gosh, is really popular for their brand name written on like everything. So it's kind of like their thing. A lot of brand names obviously just have their logo on everything. So this is very appropriate. So Sugilite does have gems on either palms, but you don't see that unless she it's open faced. But the gem on her chest is a hexagon, has like a hexagon shape. Um, that. That, and then at least in this one, she's a little scandalous. She's got her cleavage out, like so. And this, like in true Nicki Minaj fashion. That. It's kind of like based on that Japanese schoolgirl type outfit, you know. Um, it's got puffy sleeves, kind of. Yeah. So. And let's see. Oh, right. Her arm almost messed up. See? Because I like to just keep drawing on top of stuff, and it really makes no difference to me. Um, you know what I should do? Oh, I just thought of a new challenge, a new drawing challenge. YouTuber. Famous YouTuber. YouTuber likeness challenge. So this is going to be interesting because I I mean, I've done portraits and stuff like that before, but not to kind of say like, yeah, I'm confident to draw people all the time. No, it's not like that. But okay, yeah, I think that's learning how to draw people and their likenesses is a really important skill to kind of learn. And the best way, why not just kind of draw people, you know? Famous YouTubers. I have a ton of subscribers. Like, I mean, subscriptions to famous YouTubers um, and Let's Players. Let's Players, I didn't really watch too much, to be honest. Like, I would watch like one or two videos, but I when I watched Let's Plays, like I would prefer that I didn't know the person at all. Like I wanted it to be totally silent, no commentary, none of their witty humor or whatever. I just wanted to see what the gameplay was like, and I didn't like it when people talk and get immersed into the game. And only in like later, like I see the appeal of having people, um, comment on camera while they're playing these games. Like I could appreciate it, but I wasn't really into it until like early, late 2014 or early 2015. I'm pretty sure. Um, but like of course I was aware of who were the famous YouTuber like Let's Players and stuff, but I wasn't really interested in Players. I just wanted to see gameplay without people talking. um, and then when I finally got into watching people like PewDiePie and Markiplier and stuff like for like Lord Minion 777, like I realized like okay, I can see why it's such a good thing because they're really funny, they're really um they're really cool. You should check out their stuff if you haven't already. But they're really fun, and I can see the appeal, so I appreciate it a little more, and so I think it's only appropriate to either draw a Let's Player or draw someone like a beauty blog and stuff like that. So, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, thanks. Hey, Matt. Oh man, I was surprised when I saw you on Instagram, but I was like, oh, you found it. um, but yeah, look, yeah, I hope I get that in the next like few live streams. I hope I get that challenge. Um, or I might just do that challenge for the next one. Who knows? Um, hopefully, my next stream. I want to try doing a longer live stream, but I mean, it takes a lot of time. It requires a lot of setup, so not a lot, but it requires a little more effort. Um, okay, so Superlight also has like this kind of weird diagonal pattern everywhere where it's kind of like that swirled effect. Trying to see how to incorporate that. Her outfit could be half and half, I guess. Um, much like the way her outfit is now. This is the darker side, the darker half of her outfit. And yeah, so like that. Um, her outfit kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you ever watched Batman and Robin from the 90s, or it was either Batman Forever or Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin was the one with Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze. Okay, so no. Okay, Batman. I think it was Batman and Robin. It was the one with um, Riddler and Two Face. And so Two Face has this thing where everything is in twos, but there's always the opposite of each other. And uh, he has two women that he's with. I don't remember their names, but it's Drew Barrymore plays one of them. She plays the good girl, or like the one with everything's pristine white, feathery, like that angelic look. And the second one is like the devilish kind of dark red look. And it's played by she has a cooking show now on the cooking channel, obviously. The cooking channel, and she is like super funny. She's also in Beethoven. Um, she's in Beethoven, and I can't remember her name. She's got the really jet black dyed hair, and she's got the attitude, like eyes, and like she's really pretty. Um, really funny. Really liked her. Um, but she was the bad girl. Um, Beethoven, maybe it's Beethoven. Um, yeah, she was in one of the movies. Debbie Mazar. Okay, you have to see her. She's so pretty. Um, she's very like pinup. But yeah, she was in Batman. It was just Batman. Just Batman. Okay, it's the Batman. Just Batman. Batman Forever. Batman Forever. Oh, she was. Her name. Okay. Moore's character was Sugar, so it was Sugar and Spice. But they looked so good. It was, and campy. But I like that kind of stuff. It's really fun. It's a cute movie if you want to see something like kind of dumb, like something just like really like Batman. You know, it's like the cooler version of Adam West's Batman. Now that's saying a lot because Adam West was cool. Okay, so it has a star shaped, half star shaped buckle thing here. Yeah, so, okay, so this is one. And, let's see. Hmm, yeah, so it's kind of like that. Man, I'm digging this. I'm actually like having a lot of fun with this one. um, I mean, I think in almost all my challenges that I did, this is my fourth challenge. I think most of them, most of the characters that I drew were girls, right? So. Oh, really? Well, see, that's the thing. One of my YouTube videos, well, one of my live streams was actually muted, um, which was my fault. But actually, I don't know. It might be okay because this is a cover. It's a cover of a song by Eddie Lee. Well, Etienne. Um, and it should be okay. I think, unless I don't know. I'll wait until YouTube sends me a notification because this is, who knows. I don't really know the extent of uh, copyright law. Well, I do know what constitutes like, um, you know, uh, what constitutes, what is it? Well, like Creative Commons and stuff like that. Like I know what can be used and what can't be used. Sometimes they allow you to use a copyrighted song for like few seconds or something, but whatever. Um, yeah, but I don't know. I guess I'll wait until I get a notification. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I know. Thank you for the heads up. I'll do maybe. I mean, cop. It is a copyright song, but it's also an interpretation of the copyright. So I don't know if it's allowed. It should be okay. If it's not, I can't help it. I can try to upload an actual like a highlights reel, and hopefully that would be better. Who knows? But yeah, hopefully everything's okay. Mm. Oh yeah, right. It's okay. I know, right? Professional. Sounds professional. Um, yeah, it's just a cover. Should be okay. dark. So it's gonna be okay, maraschino, and on her necklace. Um, okay, that's done. All right. I think we can actually start drawing stuff now. Little candy cat. So I think I should. Her leggings are half and half too, right? Okay, so half and half. I think we'll have this side. We'll have like little rips because she has to be grungy, you know. She has to be that tough cookie. And a little bit like that, and some chains, kind of like that belt that Nicki Minaj wore that one time. She had a fully Moschino like outfit. It looked really good. Of course, it would probably be like $10,000 a piece per article of clothing that she wore. But we'll have chains like this come down. Maybe another chain here that links together. But it was a whole bunch of chains, like just like a skirt of chains. It was really pretty. Maybe we should have Steven standing on her fist. I like that. Okay, Steven Universe. Steven will be super happy. That's little Steven. Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna actually draw it. Yeah. So I'm thinking of just if you guys know Jellyby, YouTube, um, but she sells her original on her shop, and I think that's a good idea. You know, if you don't really want to keep your pieces, you can always draw it and scan it, or go to like get a really good scanner, or borrow or ask someone to do it for you. Um, but you always want to scan your work at a really high resolution, anything 300 and up. So it's like 300 and up. You can get you can constantly reuse that image, and even enlarge it, or like change it to any size. So yeah, I agree. Tiny Steven is a cute Steven. But yeah, so you always want to scan your images at like 300 or more. You can even, I think you can go to Staples and stuff to do that too. Um, if you don't have like a scanner that where you can adjust the resolution. Like a document scanner is okay, but it's not going to get you the the quality that you want. Um, so you should always be careful. Um, oh look, okay, well my cousin's playlist is over. But here is Steven Universe. Well, they're the people who actually create their songs. I hope it's okay for me to play their music, but it's Abi and Surashu. They're on SoundCloud. Um, all their music from Steven Universe is playing is on there, and they also have their other music, but they almost exclusively make music for Steven Universe. So this is just like the playlist of Steven Universe. Um, but yeah, sorry, Snapchat. um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on here. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, 300 DPI. Don't save it as a JPEG. You can, but if you want to reuse the image and you want to change it on like on Photoshop or any other photo photo manipulation program, you want to use you want to save it as a archival file. Yeah, and I know it sounds weird for me to say because digital files are, you know, it's like it's a digital file. It's not the same as an like a like a regular paper art piece of artwork or canvas, but it does really matter because every time you open a JPEG, it it messes up the quality. No matter how high of a resolution you save it as, it will always, every time you save it and resave it, it'll diminish the pixel quality, so it won't look as good. So you always want to, when you save an image at a high resolution at like 300 or more, save it as a TIFF file, a TIFF file, um, like Tiffany. And you want to save it as that file because it will, no matter how many times you save it, it won't lose the quality. Like the pixels won't change, and that's what you really want when you're looking for um, a digital file, something that you could reuse over and over again, and it doesn't lose the quality. Okay, so usually at this stage, I mean, I look at the line art that I did, and I can change. I usually change a little bit here and there because I realize like I made a mistake here. Her eyes go up, so like a spider. So that bridge bone should actually go high, not low. Um, so I'm gonna. So this is like I like basically live edit my work. Or like as I'm working on it, as I finalize the line work, um, I change a few details here and there. But see, like I love Steven Universe because every single detail of the show is like handled so well. You know, like the music is really beautiful, the artwork is gorgeous, everything is just amazing. And I really appreciate that, you know, like the time and effort it takes to think of all those little things. Tips, I would say, I know it's a little cliche, but practice. Um, at least that way you can get a feel for how to use the brush pen. If you want to say, I can give you like little motions that you want to do when you're using a brush pen. For example, like when you're creating a thin line, you always want to, um, or if you're doing a like a thin to thick stroke, um, it's kind of hard. So you might want to do the opposite. You might want to, instead of trying to go from thin to thick, it's actually easier if you go the opposite direction. So go thick to thin. And then that way you can always get like a consistent line. Like if you're trying to create a thin line, you're not confident with kind of, it's hard to explain. I'm not really good with explaining it, but if you're looking for, if you're trying to do highlights, oh, like highlights in the hair, for example, you know how it has that sheen. To get that effect, you don't you want to kind of reduce the white shape instead of trying to build. You just kind of want to build that highlight shape um, instead of trying to predetermine where the highlight is going to be. Just kind of go crazy, go at it. It's actually a lot easier that way if you want to do like it's freeform, because it's really hard to kind of account for every single brush stroke like you would a pen. You just kind of want to be loose. Practicing helps a lot, but also just kind of fooling around with it in the beginning. Just take a scrap piece of paper and just kind of swirl around, get a feel for the brush, and you should always want to take. You always want to take a brush pen outside and do some sketch work there. Try doing live sketches or something that will move constantly, because you'll get the feel for motion that way. And yeah. It's always the best, I think. Okay, so yeah, I'll try better explaining it some other time, because I don't know. I think it's the technique is called push and pull. To push on the brush pen if you want to get a thick line. Pull if you want to get a thin. So push to get thick, pull to get thin. I think that's what it was. But personally, I kind of do the opposite sometimes. But then again, it's all about your preference and how comfortable you are with using the pen or the brush. Oh, thanks. But yeah, I know art really is hard. It's really difficult to explain sometimes. It's so subjective, and um, it really depends. Like, techniques vary all the time, but they get the same result, or it's just it's such a personal thing. Yeah, but I hope you get to learn to use brush pen a little more, because it's such a great tool. I think it's amazing, because you can create such lively images from it, because it's such a lively medium, and it's so good. I love it so much. And you can get such great textures with it. It's so cool. But you know, it also depends on you as the artist. Like, do you want such a free-form drawing? Who knows? Maybe you don't. Um, someone's. Oh. Oh. That my kitty. That my nappy. Hi, baby. Okay. Nappy. What's that, nappy? She got bored, and she's also very angry at me because I'm kind of ignoring her. It's okay, baby. I might actually use, finally, I mean, like, I have not used this tool in a really long time, and I have not used my masking fluid in a really long time. So I might just do that now. Now, the problem with this tool is that if you push down too hard, you kind of mess up your image, or your paper, not your image. And I also don't really like using masking fluid too much because of that. And you have to constantly clean it. But I'm just doing this really fast, so I'm kind of screwing it up. But yeah, you always want to. I might just get lazy and. Surprise! I might just get lazy and kind of just write it in white. want to keep the white of the paper as much as possible so I don't get like a weird gray thing going on happening. You have to work fast, you know? Okay, I might just have to do just white on black. I know, she's adorable. A little annoying, but adorable. She only gets needy when no one comes to her. And like, if you don't brush her, she gets really angry. Like, I love masking fluid, but it just messes me up so bad. Yeah, it's good. So far, so good. Super thin waist. I mean, probably in the future, I should probably do some like game related drawing stuff, right? I mean, I do love horror games, so I don't know if that's like I love horror games, and I don't know if people really like enjoy seeing gory artwork. I mean, I'm okay with it clearly because I'm fine with horror games and stuff, horror movies, just scary stuff in general. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like I'm just so assured of myself that like it's most of the time it's not real. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's okay. Um, if it did ever happen to me, I don't know what I would do. And well, I'm not saying like all horror is based on fiction, but I'm saying like it's um, just knowing the likelihood of it happening to me is just so slim. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And let's see. But yeah, maybe I should do one stream or something. But yeah, isn't like sorry, I'm not really chatty. I should really learn how to talk while drawing because you know, like I guess it's it's appropriate for a live stream for the person to talk, but it's so hard because most even like when you're drawing, I mean, honestly, most of the times I forget to breathe. So, like, to talk while streaming or dreaming while drawing, get forget it, man. It's like impossible. Um, not impossible, but so difficult, you know. And it's just like the level of concentration that goes into it is just like ridiculous. Like, at least for me, like I get so sucked into it, and it just people think like I'm being weird, but it's true. I'm pretty sure anyone like who does art will know that sometimes you just kind of get so lost in the zone and don't even bother to kind of comment or talk. Yeah, right? It's just like it's so bad. Such a bad habit. Good habit, bad habit, I don't know. It's a little tricky. It's a real problem. It's a little worrisome. And you're just like, why? What's wrong with me? Like, why can't I do it? And because when you're in the middle of drawing, you're like so focused, and then all of a sudden you kind of, oh, and your body's like, God, gosh darn it, you forgot to breathe. You just want to be so steady with your movements, and you're like breathing not required. Yes. Tiny Steven. Okay, for this, because my brush pen is a little frayed at the tip, so it's not as thin as I can get it. It's not as thin as I want, so I'm just gonna cap it off for now, and then I'm gonna use my pen. Um, oops, use my pen to Tiny Stephen. Tissue. I just took off the masking fluid and that's what's left. I don't really like it, so I'm probably just gonna draw on top of it and go over it with white ink. That. Hmm. Yeah. It's not good. It's not right. Did you hear though? They're having a Nickelodeon finally gave a green light for Hey Arnold, the TV movie. It's gonna be a two-part movie. I'm so excited. So excited. I waited 13 years for this. 13 years. I can't believe it's been 13 years. Holy. Yes, the knees. Man, all right. I think the line art is done. Record time, too. Holy. Okay, so let's see. Can I watercolor? Because, you know, last time I watercolored, which was the Aquaman thing, that didn't work out so well. Ooh. And, which sucked. But, you know, it was just like spur of the moment type thing. So it didn't really matter too much. But yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer. Not gonna lie. Okay, Sugalite has, I mean, she's predominantly purple. So. Oh, I love this song. Mm. It's pretty close color, I would say. Oh man, we lost it again. Too much red, too much orange. Oh, this is perfect. This song is actually the song when Garnet and Amethyst fuse. Perfect. It's totally appropriate. Her outfit is also strangely grungy. Bright. Oh no, I forgot her necklace. It's okay. Most of it is going to be just ink anyway, so. Also, I am not using watercolors correctly, so do not refer to me when it comes to watercoloring. It's not the proper way to watercolor. I watercolor the exact same way I would ink. I just kind of do it haphazardly and just hope for the best. These watercolors, though, are really forgiving, so at least this brand is. Like the other guy. I love their songs. It's so good. Another thing, this is not watercolor paper, so so many mistakes. Good night. Is it not on iTunes? I thought it would be. I don't know. If they're not, I mean, technically you could get them for free because these are on SoundCloud. So. Oh man, her hair is gonna be awesome. It's so cool to do. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna get a big brush this time. And by big, it's like, it's tiny. Okay, so her hair is like dark blue purple. Thing. Oh man, see, this is what I mean. I also forgot to draw the rest of her hair. So, good, good. All that good, good. Some parts are darker, so I'm gonna add a little more color. Just gonna dab a little bit. good so far. No hiccups yet. Another good tip when you're painting or doing any kind of I guess any kind of paint, watercolor, oil, acrylic. My general rule is never, ever, ever use black. And the reason why I say that is because black kind of tends to kill, kind of kills the vibrancy of the color that you're using. So if you want to make something dark, don't use black. Use a darker color, complementary color. Um, you know, there's a reason why we had to learn that kind of stuff. Um, but always use complementary colors is my suggestion. Um, it'll make the color look better. It'll darken the color without making it too um, muddy or dirty. Um, like it avoids making it too washed out looking. So yeah, I mean that's just my advice. And it really does make a difference. It makes a whole lot of difference when you draw or when you color with traditional mediums at least. Digital mediums, well, I mean it's digital, so you could change the color without affecting the, the vibrancy and stuff too much. But for the most part, stay away from black. I mean, of course, I'm not saying you can't use black at any time. Of course you can, but when you can, don't. At least try to avoid it as much as possible. Okay, gotta recreate that first color. It's gonna be a tough one. A little bit of the magenta, a little bit of this orange red. Dark blue. Oh, pretty close. Actually, a lot closer than first time. Always better the second time around. Oops. Kind of want to make her tights a little shiny. So what I'm going to do is actually make a run up her stockings with the color. Go up and streak and leave it like that. Streak here. Awesome. Okay. Looks good. Now I'm going to make a super dark purple. Grab a little more of that pink, magenta-ish red. A little bit of this blue. Some more of this dark. Super dark. Yes. I want this to be as dark as possible. Almost. You know what? In this case, I'll use a little black. In this case, but you see how like blah this color looks using black? It's just not as pretty. But it's muted. That's what I'm looking. That's the word I'm looking for. It's muted. And there's nothing wrong with muting your colors, but it's just in this case I think it's okay because this is like black. It looks really black in her concept drawing, but most of the time I would avoid using black of any sort in images just because it's so dull. Highlights in her stockings again. On this side. A little bit of water to soften the edge. Now I'm gonna make another purple using a light blue, kind of white, kind of periwinkle color. Awesome. This a nice purple shade. Let's see her gem. Her gem is really bright, so I'm just gonna make a new color. I want it to be as bright as possible. Yeah, her gem is super bright. It's almost impossible to get that color with paint, but we're gonna try. And yeah, awesome. Grab a little bit of that blue. Awesome. This part. This one is kind of like her pant leg, super dark. And this one, I'm just gonna paint over with a light wash of purple. Now, going back to my thin brush, yay! Okay, so I should repeat that. And her eyes actually like that color too, kind of blue. her skirt should probably be that color too, right? Darken up her arm a little bit. Watercolors tend to dry lighter than the color you put down, so another tidbit of information that should be helpful. Which is probably why I just kind of go in willy-nilly on it and just do as I see fit. Alright, almost done. Almost done. Oh man, I forgot the pen ink is not waterproof. Oh well. Like I said, you can't plan for everything. for the finishing touches. Go in and finally, oh crap. Also remember to cap your brush pens. Re-ink some of this black here, assuming it's supposed to be black. Okay, so that's done. Now I just need to add white. Alright, white is a good part. think this is it. I think I'm done for today. Yep, so I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna stop before I keep working on it more and more, and then I kind of get sidetracked and like screw it up, like I'm about to do now. Okay, I should really stop. Anyway, it's a little late. Sorry for keeping you guys up, and hopefully I'll get to do a better stream, something that isn't tragic. Now I know not to stream Netflix at the same time. Um, who knew? Who knew? But yeah, I'll probably do more of this kind of stuff. Um, more challenges next time. Hopefully I get the challenge that I want, and I'll get to do a YouTuber. But or maybe I'll just do the YouTuber challenge for next time, because you know what? It's my live stream. I get to do what I want, right? All right. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed this live stream, and I'll see you.